Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Perry here, and we are going to get into a Spotlight Acro today. We are going to feature the Battlecorals BC Mr. Neutron. This one is one of my absolute favorites. It's a hell of a coral indeed. Takes on a really nice yellow color. I think it, kind of in that same ballpark with the Pink Floyd. Doesn't take on that colors unless you are really dialing in them trace, and then you can pull some of them Pink Floydish colors. But either way, I figured with the Spotlight just starting out, let's go ahead and just sort of take a look at where we sit with the tank. And I'm not really all that upset with the condition of the system. As you look across, I am ongoing dealing with a little bit of a hair algae type deal, and you can see little tufts of it throughout the reef. But I'm at the point where I'm gonna probably do a little bit less scrubbing. I'm really feeling like we're in a sort of a place where the tank is doing really good. I did a small blackout on the system just to try to kind of isolate some of that algae, and I've moved some corals around a bit. As you can see, the hammer over there, really beautiful spot for it, kind of a low energy spot, and kind of fills that void over there and adds a little bit of diversity to the system. And then you can see that cave right there, really fond of it. And then you're going to see that acro on the corner there kind of shoot out and table, with that being the aquamarine jewel. And got a little bit of an acan garden though, looking so good and fluffy. We are under T5s here, and next video I'll sort of get into a little bit more of that. But either way, I think things are really starting to move along. And so today we're going to feature that Battlecorals Mr. Neutron. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Okay, we're centered in on it, and I may have to just go back just a skosh to get it a little bit better in focus. So let's try that. And then we'll do a little bit of a side shot so you can see it kind of making a little bit of a tabling pattern towards the front where the camera angle is right now. In the foreground, or in the background rather, you can see a little bit of to the left-hand side, the Vivid's confetti, and to the right, sort of a browned out RMF psychoberry. And it's doing well, it's just, it is a real pissy coral. So yeah, that one we're gonna probably have to work with for a while to get it real good and happy before we focus in on it. But yeah, let's take a closer look. This is more of a straight-on look. As you can see, it offers up, in my system here, a little bit more saturation, showing a lot more in the yellow. I really like the way the coral looks. I mean, in the system, given that I don't have a large scape to work with and a lot of corals to work with, making sure to have at least 1 to 2 corals that show that real nice yellow color, certainly important. If Richard's listening, Richard Jackson, he's showed his, what did he show off? The Nasuta, Pink Lemonade recently, and man, it just absolutely spot on with the color, really showing that deep it's hard to really explain that yellow on that coral unless you have it, and if you have it, it's really hard to put that yellow into words. And then with those offset light pink polyps, it is absolutely one of my favorite corals, and ultimately I'll probably get another piece in the system. But for now, as far as yellow is concerned, the Battlecorals Mr. Neutron definitely brings that in. Again, when we go to top down, you're going to really be able to see a little bit more in the potential. The coral has the capability, Matt, in his system where I got it from. So yeah, let's dig into a little bit of the history real quick. So I got this coral back with the 90 gallon, before I went to the 112 that I had before this tank. It was when I had done a rescape and a reboot on my 90-gallon aquarium, my SCA 90-gallon. I ordered a pack from Battlecorals, and Mr. Neutron was one of the selections from Adam. And I was really stoked on this coral. I fragged it out, and I got the colony to look really ridiculously beautiful. And then it sort of crashed out on me. Luckily, I had passed along multiple frags to Matt, and then he grew it out, and then got me a frag back. Then I grew it out, and then he got a lot of the collection when I broke it down. So then he had already had it going a couple times over in his system, and then took the other piece he had given me. So yeah, at that point he had built up a little redundancy in the coral. So luckily I got it back. So yeah, this coral has been with me or Matt for goodness, going on I'd say over 3 years now. So yeah, a real important acro to me. It typically has, like I said, a very distinct yellowing color. When it gets real happy, if you look at it on the Battlecoral site, it shows a pearling effect in the branches as it gets more of elongated branches, which you don't see here. I'm looking at a little bit more compact branching pattern right here. So we'll just have to see what happens as it matures and grows into a colony. Right now it is definitely doing more of a table pattern to it. So yeah, that's about as close as we're going to get here. I'm going to do another side angle and we'll go top down. Okay, so bear with me. Trying to get this thing into focus. As you can see, it's like I said, tabling out into the water column. I mounted it specifically to do just that, or at least to encourage that. So I mounted it sort of like on that piece of the live rock there at the most extreme point, to encourage it going out into the water column, like it is doing exactly just that, as you can see. So really stoked on this. Again, the polyps are really offsetting on it. They take, when the coral's really happy, they take a very nice maroon color, and again, offsetting onto that beautiful yellow, and it brings in some of that green, and I've seen teal in there and pearl white in there. So yeah, Matt was getting some really insane colors, dialed in with ICP and trace. He was really highly focused on that and was seeing some real insane colors. If you remember when I first started posting pictures of this coral, it was definitely it was definitely showing a lot more of that sort of that zeovit type coloration. Absolutely insane. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and go to top down. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just trying to steady myself here. This is really showing it nicely, but it is shaded out a little bit, just due to the angle I'm trying to take. So hopefully it's coming through to where you can see those very distinct maroon polyps. And again, as you can see, it's just got that absolutely insane fluorescing yellow color, showing probably a little bit more green here. And we'll just try to work our way around. So yeah, so we can kind of get a different angle. Now you can really see what I'm talking about in that yellow. And again, if you look where it's connecting at the base, it's showing some of those hues that I was talking about that Matt was pulling as it wants to turquoise and pearl. Now, if you look at the Battlecoral site, Adam shows this coral with lots of white on new branching. So kind of keep in mind, if you look right there, there was a broken spot. So we should start seeing, if you look dead in the center right now, you can see I had a piece like snap off, and so that should start growing a new piece. And I believe it's what Adam was really showing and what Matt was really showing with this really crazy coloration is new growth taking on the white. But if you just take a look at that, the maroon polyps popping off, them radial corallites, just outstanding, very fuzzy. Now, when I got the coral from Matt, they were very elongated, absolutely sweepers. So this coral definitely is a hungry coral and wants to feed aggressively. So Recently, the polyps started getting more dense, like fat, chunky, and less elongated. And the coral sort of took more of a deeper yellow saturated color. I've been freaking trying to get those darn pastels forever, and the whole while I'd be driving for those colors, people would be telling me how much they love my colors that were freaking saturated as hell. But, we're always wanting what we can't have, aren't we? So, yeah, thank you for joining me in coming back to the Spotlight series. I hope you enjoyed this coral. If you have it, pat yourself on the back if you've got it happy, because, man, this is one hell of a coral. Adam, hats off to you, brother. I hope you get a chance to check out the vid, man. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it on up. Thanks for following along.